Hello everyone, yo, what's up? It's your boy Cavell, and I'm here today to review a VOD by this Fury guy, and he's, let's see, what is he? He is, I think he's like a silver 2, silver 3. All right, we're just gonna see what he's doing right and what he's doing wrong. All right, and we're just gonna review this VOD right here. All right. So alright, so this first round he buys 3 smokes, stim, ghost. Okay. I personally think that as Brim, you should just fucking full util and support your team with your utility. Like the stim beacon, it's pretty dope. The molly's pretty good, right? Because first round you wanna use it to clear out like common spots, but alright, so they're going B. Alright, so let's see what he's doing right and wrong. Alright, so first things first, he's aiming a bit low. But let's see how that turns out. So right here, this is kind of shitty because if he runs into someone, right? If you look at the map, right? His 4 teammates are right here, and if he goes up long and gets bodied, or let's just say best case scenario he kills one person, right? And kills the guy that peeks long or whatever. But if he gets killed, right, there's no one to trade off of him. So in general, right, I don't really recommend going by yourself on pistol. People do make it a common tactic to just peek spots, but let's see how this works. So he's currently aiming at the floor right now. Okay, he adjusted his crosshair, but look at where he's aiming. Right, so head level is like maybe right above here. He could aim a little bit higher, but that's fine so far. So right now his crosshair should be up against this wall right now, instead of like in the middle, right? Because if he does see someone over here, he has time to react. So he clears that left corner, smoking off CT. Oh, okay, all right. So here's what I was gonna say. I would definitely recommend him moving up a little bit forward and come right here and then smoke, because right now he's kind of exposed to sight, right? They can technically shoot him, right? And the reason why he should smoke where I just marked right there is obviously it's less risky and he's able to get deeper into the CT smoke. So technically you should smoke something like this where it smokes off CT, but these guys at hookah can see them coming out pretty easily. So that's how you should be smoking. Okay. Okay. Let's see what goes on next. All right, smokes elbow. Not bad, not bad. So here, right? He sees a guy there, right? What he should have done was molly. Well, if he had a molly, right, he would molly this part off, right? And the omen can't peek him again unless he plays in container. But all right, so he smoked off. He smokes off left container. So here's the thing: he knows there's a guy elbow. You know there's a guy on site because he saw the omen, right? And then he sees a guy in CT, right? At this point, you gotta like pretty much give your teammates benefit of the doubt that these guys at hookah are gonna kill this guy CT. But you, Fury, should be focusing here on elbow and aiming here for the time being. But let's see. Sorry. Alright, so look at him. He's aiming a bit low. Okay, he gets one. Nice shots. Alright, not bad, not bad. Did pretty well. Pretty good shot so far. Alright, now he buys full up utils. Buys full up utils, okay. Let's see how much money he has. He has enough money for a third round, okay. Same thing. They're going up B again. Okay, he sees one. So the Rays saw him. Oh, so right here, he should have made sure that he checked this corner right here, just in case there's someone there. Okay. Oh, let me close off my origin. Hold on. Close off origin. All right. So right now he's still aiming a bit low. Mollying off elbow. That was a waste of 2 mollies. They both mollied the same spot. Okay. So right here, he should probably just plop down a stim beacon just to help the team out. So he's clearing corners, taking the judge. Okay, so right now he's aiming super low, right? He should be higher. So 3v3, drops down stim beacon, nice. Oh, this is the part where you shouldn't be pushing. You should just be holding fucking angle with the judge. Cause wait, did he get how much did he get tagged? Yeah, right here he has no armor, no shield. He's taking an unnecessary fight with a judge. Oh, that feels bad. So let's see what he should have done there. 3v3 situation, right? He has a judge. He should have just played like next to CT and just judge, right? Instead of pushing this guy, because look, Cypher has a trap here, right? You can play off of that trap. So the only thing you have to worry about is elbow at this point. Alright. Let's look back at this again. So honestly, yeah, so after you picked up judge, after bomb is planted, right? Your Sage pretty much has, he dies obviously right here, but Cypher traps it up, right? At this point, you either play Cubby, which is to your right, right? Like right here, right? Or you play like a round container with your judge and just like jiggle peek everything and just bop them, right? Because they bought. But he wants to take this fight, ends up losing 60 HP, gets a kill, but like, I think he could have done more with the judge. Alright, so third round. Okay, he's calling out they want to try A.
You can smoke heaven and you hole.
What the fuck? Alright. So third round, right? You should be buying guns at third round. You have enough. I don't know why his team. Did their team force?
Let's try A this time.
These boys force? Oh wow, second round they forced. Okay.
Shit.
They forced. Okay, let's see what happens here third round. So his team's buying heavy armor, Spectre, second round. Whatever. It's a gamble, I guess. Okay. Light armor, Spectre.
And you.
So the reason I wouldn't smoke right away is because you don't know if the stage plane up here is just gonna wall you off and your smokes are just gonna be out by then. So that's why I don't really preemptive smoke right at the beginning of the round. You usually want to bait out utilities and then maybe do the smokes, but right off the bat he's out of smokes now. Look. Oh, there it is. They walled it off. So they're spraying down the wall, right? They're going in. Okay. I don't know why their stage didn't slow, but okay. So right now he's aiming at the floor.
Can you wall off?
He's planning bomb. Sage does a nice wall. Good. So right now he's aiming at the floor. Gotta have that better crosshair placement. Okay. I would definitely say drop down a stim like right here where the 3 players are, just to give them a little buff on the fire rate. That's a good kill. Okay. So he dies. I don't know what the Sova is doing. He's shock darting a bomb you can see.
Oh my god.
But okay. So they win. So he's doing the preemptive smoke again. Definitely don't recommend doing that right off the bat. They're sage walled. Honestly, if they're really going to spray down the wall, definitely stim beacon make it go a bit quicker. So they're doing the same execute as before. Sage is walling. Okay.
Oh my.
See, that's the thing. Like, he preemptively smokes, and like it takes another 5 seconds to get in sight, maybe, and sage walled. So, you know, it doesn't give your smoke enough time to just sit and block off the opper from A Heaven. Ulting Heaven, okay. Please know there's an opera there. Their sage wall definitely fucked this up. But oh, so what happened there? He pulled out his knife while they're in sight. Hookah's definitely not cleared, and he gets caught with his pants down. So really, in this game, you should always have your gun out, unless you know 1000% it's completely safe.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Teammates do.
So you lose that. I mean, there's a few things, right? Smoke disappeared too quickly because he preemptively smoked instead of baiting out utilities, right? The sage got opt. Usually I would definitely say save Brim. Oh, for bomb, and maybe you want to play like on short somewhere like here or here, and just wait for diffuse and just basically bait your teammates. But that's fine. The ult on Heaven's fine because you knew there's an opera there. There's a risk.
I'm saving. Oh my god. I'm saving.
So he's got 5,700. Okay, 4,200. 5,200.
I'm saving.
So they're saving. So they're kind of broke. This guy's forcing. That's fine, I guess. Alright, let's see what's up here. So they're all going hookah. Look at him. He has his knife out. This is bad. Because the guy could fucking come out and he's going to have nothing out. And he's aiming at the floor. So the best case scenario, he does grab his gun and pull it out, right? He's still aiming at the floor. Okay, so now he pulls out his gun. Okay. Okay. It's gonna spray
Sage
from
near you.
elbow. They're getting up, they're getting flashed. It's a 2v4. Up. AFK. Alright. So only thing that I would say in that round is having his knife out, right? You should not be having your knife out running up to hookah.
Okay, it's 4v5 now.
Alright. I mean, lucky he has his teammates there. Like, you know, if someone does come out, they'll probably kill him. But I'd find it scary if he's doing that in a regular game where it's just him and hookah. So look, he's aiming at the floor right now. I don't know why he's looking behind. Like, he should be looking up here the entire time. But he's aiming at the floor here. Crosshair placement, right? Where's their head level? Head level is like maybe like right here, maybe. Right? And he's aiming down here. He has to flick up to the head in order to get any kills, right? Slowed. You could aim a little bit higher, honestly. Oh, look at this. Someone was here. He'd get bobbed because of his crosshair placement. Okay. So right now he can have his knife out, right? Because it's safe. So they have a DC, so it's 4v5, unfortunately, but... Well, that's the thing, like, when you smoke as Brim, I've said this before, but since you can see it a bit more, you want to smoke something like this. Why? Because from hookah, right, when you see them coming out, right, they're not hidden, right? If you smoke right here, they could still come out and go like this, right? But if you smoke the way I'm saying you should smoke, right, like this, right, if they come out, you'll see them coming out. Okay, so smoking might be very like common sense, but it's really not. So the smoke could be a lot better. I don't really like the smoke left of container either, because they can hide in it and whatnot. But what the fuck's going on? All right, he's by alt tab. Okay, his team are to die. Let's skip through this. All right, it's 5-1. They're losing, unfortunately. Like right here, you should be pre-aiming this, because obviously the stage isn't gonna wall right here, right? That's impossible. He's gonna wall from here to here. So the only time you'll ever see someone is someone on top of this box, because Sage might boost herself. So it's a bit about crosshair placement. But yeah, there could be someone on the cubby to the left here too. Okay. So this is good. Like, right, checking if Sage is on top of the wall. So now he's deciding to smoke heaven. I don't know if you should smoke CT really, but that's fine. I don't think you should smoke U-Haul either. Like, when you're taking like A side on bind, you kind of want like 1 or 2 players posted up in U-Haul or push it, because U-Haul control is so important, or lamps control is so important, and smoking it off just makes it a lot harder to push it, right? Some guy could hide in there with a shotty and just cheese corner someone, and the smoke is definitely helping them, right? It makes it harder. So he's mollying heaven.
To heaven. Type here bomb.
That's fine. So right now I should drop a stim beacon just in all 3 of us just to get the buff, but it's fine. But right now he should either aim for here, because his friend is going to lamps. But right now he's aiming at the staircase. Like, people could come out of the staircase. So see him get shot. So yeah, he should be aiming for short right now, since Sage is watching U-Haul. But I don't know, they're not really like trusting each other, it seems. So he should still be watching short. Like, there's no point of aiming here, right? Like there's no point of aiming here, right? His Sage is watching showers, right? If anything, maybe you should aim. Maybe you should just aim like right here in case someone does come out of U-Haul. But you have to pick a spot. You either want to watch the lamps or the short, right? I would say most likely they're gonna come from U-Haul or to his right showers, which Sage is where you're watching, but um, they're coming out of U-Haul. Alright. Same thing, right? Look at that. What did I just say? You should always be watching up here. That Sage could have opt the fuck out of him if it wasn't for the drone or the Sova drone. So you always got to anticipate where they might be, right? Obviously, why are you aiming at the wall? Like, no one's gonna come out of the wall right here, right? So definitely aim this corner up here. Alright, let's see. Smoking up deep heaven, okay. I don't really understand this CT smoke because, like, who does it help, right? Like, there's no one in showers, and that's just a waste of smoke. You know, honestly, just better saving that one smoke and using it post plant, maybe. He smokes off lamps. Okay. Okay. Should be aiming a bit higher. Yeah, this is a good play, pushing the smoke. You should definitely be pushing a smoke because his two teammates are pretty vulnerable. You know, Jet's there. We don't know where the Sage is. I don't think we've seen it yet. But he should be walking out of the smoke to give these guys information. Like, there's no point of baiting your teammates here because he doesn't have ult yet, you know. Okay, kills the Jet. Last guy's
Tap it right
U-Haul.
now.
I would just molly this since he knows Sage is watching that.
Nice.
This is fine. He's still aiming a bit too low though. Alright. So they're going back B. Execute on B. Oh my god. Let's play again. Look at him. Look at what's going on. He has his knife out. He's about to pull up his iPad. You know, what if someone comes out here right now? You're fucked, right? He'd be useless. He'd be zero impact. He wouldn't be able to shoot, nothing. He has his iPad out. So, definitely first things first, he always needs to have his gun out. Yeah, that smoke is pretty redundant. I don't know. I don't think you really need that smoke. And that's the thing, like, you want to execute with smokes up. Okay, so they're executing. Right now, he's kind of lost on what he should be doing. Okay, he's planning. Good. Nice. Gets a kill. See, right now, if he had another smoke, he could have smoked off CT again. Alright, so, a few things. Once he planted this bomb, he should have probably played passive with his ult and just wait for it to defuse. Instead of risking this play right here. Obviously, he gets a kill, so it doesn't really matter. But, like right here, he might get opt here, right? He might die to this guy here, holding an ult. So, he should really play passive once he gets ult. But right now, he's still aiming at the floor, right? Good molly. Molly off CT. But he needs to aim higher. I don't know why he's aiming at here. He should be aiming here right now. Like, he should be aiming here in case of them swinging out and stuff, right? So, crosshair placement, crosshair placement. Because, like, think about how much he has to flick from here to here if someone does come out. Okay, so now he needs to make a run for CT or something. I don't know what that guy's doing. Look at that. He always has his knife out. You can't just pull out your knife after like that.
I get it.
You get a kill. Why do you have your knife out? That's alright. They won the round, but a few things, you know. Not have your knife out. You could have possibly killed that Raze, right? So that round he should have played a bit more passive. I mean, he got the kill, so it didn't matter at the end, but he should have played a bit passive with his ult and just played on ult. The 10th round, scores 5-4. It's 4v5, so this is good, right? These guys gun out. He doesn't have his knife. He doesn't have his iPad out, but he's also aiming at the wall a bit too low. He should be aiming right here in case it aiming right here in case they come out and helping his teammate. But so the Sage is playing here now. So look at where he's aiming. Alarm bot. It's aiming on the ground. Okay. So it's 4v2 with the res. This is his teammate just died. Yeah, his teammate just died. So last guy's hookah or outside of hookah, whatever.
Let's get bombed down.
Just get bombed down. Yep. You still got ult. Just play passive. No need to risk this. So I don't know why he's going back long because he knew someone died here or the Jet killed someone with the Judge here. So he's either gonna go hookah still or he's gonna come from long. So post plant, knowing that, right? You should either go elbow or CT and just play bomb, right? There's no point of walking towards long. And if you do walk towards long, right? Let's see how he died there again. I'm thinking he pulled out his knife. There you go. He pulls out his knife again. Right? So post plant, right? You know the guy's elbow, or sorry, you know the guy's hookah could go long or elbow, or sorry, long or hookah. You need to have your gun out if you're going towards these two directions, right? North direction. You can pull out your knife to go to elbow, pull out your knife to go to CT because you know there's only one guy left, but you should not be pulling out your knife here at long. And then he gets killed by the Jet, right? And that's a 2v1. Now it's definitely winnable for the Jet because they're both 74 and then the other guy's like 15 HP, right? That's an unnecessary risk. So yeah. Alright, that's next. Okay. Same thing, round after round. He should not be pulling out his iPad up here. This is so risky. Alright, I really hope he's not doing that when it's just him, like, pushing up hookah. That smoke, really don't think it's useful. So they know they TP'd, right? He should be ulting it. Nice, that's a great ult. Phenomenal ult. Nice. Comboed wall and ult, that's good. So they walled off hookah. Right here, he should really have this gun out. Just because someone might be flanking from there, from A. Let his gun. Grabbing the orb, okay. So right here, given that his teammates are watching elbow from here, and his Sova is pretty much watching like this, right? What I would really do here is I would probably molly off sight. I would probably throw a molly here, maybe. Like here, and then maybe if I really want, I'd molly off here to CT. Because those are common angles, right? Someone might be playing there, someone might be playing there, someone might be playing here. So you can either molly backside here or CT so they can't come out. But you should definitely use your utilities as you go on to the site. Alright. And obviously you can also stim beacon. So look, he has a good, he's mollied out, mollying back a site, that's great. This is good play right here, going on top of the boxes. But he shouldn't, I mean, it's 4v1. It's fine, they get the win.
Sure, you coming.
6-5 T side, not bad. Oh, he died.
Try to get a pit.
What happened here? Okay. They're going up short. So you should be following the drone because the person is most likely going to hit the drone first. So if you follow behind it, it's an easy kill if it does spot someone. Right, because it's 2 targets. Right now, he should not be smoking here. Right, he's so vulnerable right here. Guy could pop out, right, and just kill him. Oh, there it is. Right, he gets killed at cubby here because he didn't check the corner and he didn't have his gun out. So you shouldn't really smoke unless you've cleared out this corner, right? Or you know someone's watching this for you, and if anything, you should hide behind the box, but really you should have your gun up until the very last second you are supposed to smoke. And if anything, he should have waited for drones to be completely gone, but it happens. Okay. I'm assuming the team loses here. Yep. Okay. So first round, he buys. He buys. What does he buy here? He buys a ghost, armor, and stim.
Just play back.
Personally, I like doing stim, molly, a smoke, and then armor. Mainly because the utils on Brim is so good. Like, the molly is pretty good, clearing out corners if you are to retake a site. Which you most likely will be, considering it's 4v5. There's only a few, like, agents that I would buy ghosts first round, but I definitely think utilities is a bit more important than the ghost. So I would probably like you don't really need 3 smokes per se. I think 1 is fine because most people on pistol just rush. But yeah, I would definitely do stim, molly, smoke, and then armor. Let's see. Okay. So he's basically watching showers here. So yeah, I think the thing is with the ghost, you don't want to play like tight like close angles here. You want to play like somewhere on site here, maybe here, right? Because as a goat, when you're using ghost, it's super accurate, right? It's good for a long range. Like, what is it, 15-30 meters for the headshot? It does 100 something, whatever. So playing close here, I think the classic has the advantage because of the burst factor, the right click burst factor. So yeah, I would definitely recommend playing here. That way you can smoke it off, do the one-way smoke on short. Yeah, so he's anchoring on site. Yeah. He sees 3 people B long.
Good pick, Sage.
Okay. Okay, he sees 1 hookah, so there's 4 in total, right? So while he's coming up here, what should he do? He should A, drop a stim for him, Sova, and potentially anyone that falls back to CT. 2, he should be smoking long and hookah, right? To deter them from coming in, right? Okay, good. He's at smoke, good. So that's a smoke on hookah, good. And definitely I would try to have the smoke a bit deeper into hookah, but this is good. This is fine. It's 4v4. I would stop peeking at this point. Yeah. So he bit more than he could chew. Alright. This is a 4v4. They got sight. Let them come in. Right. There's no need to peek. Especially since early on he saw like 3 of them long B. Yeah, now it's 3v2 and they're both pretty lit.
Last player standing.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
Okay. Splits.
Planted.
Oh, that's yikes. It's bad. Alright. Yeah. If you're holding a tight angle, I think the classic's a lot better with the right click. You could really one tap someone with heavy even. Okay.
It's at 104.
Alright.
Hold on.
Yeah, so I mean
Hold
they're
on here.
really better crosshair placement, right? You know there's an elevation here, so you want to aim a little bit higher
It's at 104.
instead of shooting the crotch and legs, but
Hold on now.
yeah, the guy had it go in a classic, but that's fine. He did as good as well as he can. Okay, skip this. So it's 8-6. I don't know why he's buying a Spectre. Third round, he should really be buying rifles.
Get A.
I don't know why he still has his knife out. He's jiggle peeking showers. Ooh. So let's see what's. So the smoke. Hold on. Yeah, the smoke is like you really gotta smoke this, right? Because you see them coming out. Like if you smoke like the way he's doing right now, you could be here, you could be here, you could be here, right? But if you smoke it like this, right, you know he has to come out, and you'll see him, and you'll have the advantage. The one-way smoke, that's good. But he has a Spectre, right? Like this isn't good for range. Like this range is okay,
It has a church.
but he should have bought a rifle third round. So he knows the guy showers, a guy like Cubby. Oh no, Cubby's dead.
Just tell you how.
Okay, kills
tell
a
you how.
Sage. Nice nice
U-Haul.
kills. He knows last guy's U-Haul, he knows his teammates are covering him. This is good. Oh, I don't know why Sage walled off showers though, knowing he's at U-Haul.
You got it.
Okay, not bad.
Nice.
Yeah, his teammates try to cover him while he's defusing. Okay, so let's see what he's buying. Okay.
All 5 here.
Okay, one-way smoke. Okay, he's flashed with an Omen. See, like, if his smoke was deep into showers, he'd probably be able to see who's coming out. But right now, the smoke kind of fucks him up. Definitely wouldn't have molly. Probably would have let him come out. It's probably easy kill, but right now I don't know what he's aiming at. He should be aiming right here, maybe. Like right here. Well, let's see what he does next.
Wanna be?
Okay,
Wanna be
smokes
faded.
short. Good. He knows his activity is short. He smokes it. Good. So he
Planting.
knows there's a guy showers, the Omen. Right now, he should not be having his knife out, really. The Omen could still be there lurking. And just catching rotates. But right now, he's going towards B. Right here, I would probably... I don't know why he has his knife out here. The guy could come from elbow and pop all 3 of them. Right here, he should drop down Stim Beacon and just helping his teammates get the fire rate off. Like, just use your utilities, right? You don't buy them just to hold them for 5 rounds. Okay, sweet. Nice. Dodges the ult. He knows one is hookah. He taps, good. Oh,
Damn it.
Enemy remaining.
this feels bad. Honestly, in this part right here, he should have tapped and maybe gone back over here where he is right now and look at long so that he only has one angle to look at, and hopefully you give this Sage benefit of the doubt that he kills a guy in hookah, right? But he shouldn't have stayed here, right? He should have backed up and take one angle at a time. But so him and Sage get lined up and they die. See, I don't know what are they half blind? What are they doing? What's their situation look like? Yeah, his teammates are buying. He should be buying heavy armor and Phantom or Vandal, not light armor and Spectre. There's no point. What is he saving for? Like, their team has money. He's playing the same spot. This is a good crosshair placement. He sees 4 of them,
So
right?
Sage still stay.
Should definitely
Because they might
smoke.
do the same thing.
Alright, so once again, this molly isn't the best. I mean, the smoke isn't the best. He's got ulti, so he can essentially listen for ult, or for bomb, and just ult it, or molly it. He should be mollying it right here. Okay, there's one. After you get flash, you should go in the showers. You know they're in short. You gotta take a risk at that point. So he should just mollied or ulted the bomb there to prevent it from defusing. So guy at B dies. So right here, he should be ulting the bomb. It's a bit late though. Oh, at this point, he shouldn't be even ulting. Okay, ult off Cubby. Very common spot. Not bad, I guess. Right now, he should definitely be smoking off hookah and long, but he also needs to be aware of the elbow flank. Yeah, this is good. So you're watching elbow because you know there's a flank here. Or possibly. Okay, good.
One enemy remaining.
He's
Okay, he smokes off long. Good molly. Don't know why he has. I don't know why he has this knife out again. What's he looking at? Look at long. Look at long. You know last guy's long. You gotta look at that while your teammate's defusing. Nice. Okay, good. So what happened here? Okay. My smoke. Let's see.
Hop CT. You.
Player standing.
Definitely don't think you should have gone the mallet out there, but TNT.
Player standing.
So what happened here? They're going B again. Burn long. Should be aiming a bit higher here, really. He's aiming at the floor, aiming at the floor.
Nice. Spikes right outside garden.
Good molly, because you know he's garden. This is the part where he should grab his fucking knife and run, because you know there's a razor. The one time he should have ran with his knife out, he didn't. Okay. Alright. Jiggle peek, jiggle peek. I'll be right back. Okay, so he's jiggle peeking showers.
On right side.
Gotta shoot this boom bot though. Smoking off showers. Smoking off short, okay.
She's hit 117.
Molly.
Nice.
Nice.
Round B.
Spike planted.
They're on B, they're planning. Really wish he would stim beacon here and just give his teammates a little bit of boost. But, you know, it's fine. Smoking out short, not sure why he still has his knife out. They're retaking. They could have been an elbow. Nice ult. Oh.
Holding with an op.
Enemy remaining.
You know, last guy's long.
She has her thing. Go for a kill, go for a kill. Nice. I don't think. Ah,
Feels bad. Alright, back to the same spot. Let's see how this round goes.
all here.
Smoking off. Short. Showers. Good molly. He knows his people at lamps.
Spike planted.
Ooh, you just whiffed there. You knew he was right there, you shouldn't have whiffed, but in a scenario like that, you want a wide peek and just get the kill there. Especially since Cypher ulted. Alright. I think this is a loss. Alright, so a few things, right? A few times a lot of times actually, he's running out with his knife, right? Instead of having his gun out. He's not using his stim beacon. I think I've seen him maybe use it once, right? As Brim, you want to try to use use your stim beacon as often as you can, right? It adds a tremendous DPS to your teammates, right? His smokes could be a bit better, right? I talked about how you should be smoking deeper into their side so that you get a better view of them coming out. And yeah, other than that, overall pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, bye.